Have you ever stopped to think that the shape of your nose may reveal more about your essence and spiritual path than you realize? Each feature of our face carries a story and deep meaning, reflecting our experiences, emotions, and even our purpose in life. In this video, we'll explore how different nose shapes can be linked to personal characteristics and spiritual challenges, providing valuable insights that can transform your self-understanding and your journey of self-discovery. Get ready to uncover the signs your nose has to offer. I'm James. My own search for meaning and purpose began when I was feeling lost, yearning for a deeper connection with life. On that journey, I learned that there is immense value in sharing experiences and learning from those of others. The nose is considered a vital energy channel in the body. It plays a fundamental role in our breathing, which is not only a physical act, but also a spiritual one. When we breathe in, we absorb the energy of life around us. And when we breathe out, we release this energy, creating a constant cycle of exchange and renewal. This passage of energy is essential for our connection with the universe and with our own essence. When I look at the shape of a person's nose, I realize how it can reflect the way that person interacts with the world. A nose that is wider can represent an ability to absorb and emanate energy more intensely, like a sponge filling up with water. On the other hand, a thinner nose may suggest a person who directs their energy in a more focused way, perhaps concentrating on specific goals or more subtle aspects of life. Think about how you breathe. In moments of calm, your breathing is deep and fluid. In moments of stress, it becomes short and shallow. This variation is not only a reflection of the emotional state, but also a demonstration of how connected we are to our spiritual self. Every breath we take is an opportunity to align ourselves with our deepest intentions, to connect with what we really want. By paying attention to your nose and your breathing, you can begin to see how this connection manifests itself in your life. Now, returning to the shape of the nose, it's interesting to note how a straight, symmetrical nose can be associated with people who lead balanced, harmonious lives. This suggests not only a physical alignment, but also an internal congruence. Symmetry often reflects a state of inner peace and a strong connection with one's true essence. These people tend to express their desires clearly and directly, showing an ability to communicate not only with others, but also with themselves. When observing people with straight noses, I notice how they often have a clear vision of their goals and purpose. They move through the world with confidence, knowing that they are in tune with their intentions. This doesn't mean that their lives are without challenges, but rather that they have a solid foundation for facing adversity. A straight nose is a symbol of resilience and clarity, an invitation for all of us to seek this balance in our own lives. Personally, throughout my spiritual journey, I have learned that self-knowledge is fundamental to our growth. So I invite you to reflect on how this characteristic can manifest in your life. How do you connect with yourself and the world around you? What are your deepest desires? By exploring these questions, you can discover the depth of your own being and find ways to manifest your true essence. If you identify with the idea of having a straight nose, you might ask yourself, how am I expressing my authenticity? Am I living according to what I really want? Or am I letting myself be led by the expectations of others? Sometimes life takes us down paths that don't necessarily reflect who we are, and that's when we need to reconnect with our essence. Regardless of the shape of your nose, remember that each of us has our own unique characteristics, which help us to express our individuality. The important thing is to look at these characteristics as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. If you have a nose that doesn't fit into symmetrical patterns, know that this could be a reflection of a rich and nuanced journey. When observing the shape of your nose, consider how it can be a mirror for your inner life. A curved nose, for example, can indicate an open and creative mind. This reminds me of times when life has challenged me to step out of my comfort zone and explore new possibilities. Creativity is a powerful force that allows us to see the world through new eyes. When we are open to new experiences, we can discover skills and talents that we didn't even know existed. A broad nose, on the other hand, can be a symbol of generosity and welcome. I remember people in my life who have this characteristic and who have always been sources of love and support for others. They have a unique ability to create deep and meaningful connections. This reminds us that, regardless of how we present ourselves externally, what really matters is the energy we emanate and how we connect with each other. If you have a thin nose, it may reflect incredible determination and focus. These individuals are often able to visualize their spiritual goals and are willing to work hard to achieve them. This determination is an admirable quality and can inspire those around them to pursue their own dreams. Throughout my life, I have learned that the spiritual journey is not only about achieving goals, but also about knowing and loving yourself. Every characteristic we possess, including the shape of our nose, is a part of our story. By accepting and celebrating these characteristics, we become more authentic and connected to our purpose. So I invite you to reflect on your nose and what it can mean in your spiritual journey. Look at it as a symbol of your energy, your essence, and your ability to connect with the world. Remember that each of us is unique, and that's a blessing. By embracing your individuality, you allow yourself to grow and transform. And it is in this process that we find true harmony and balance in our lives. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how your nose can reflect your essence and energy? This deep connection with your inner self is just the beginning of your journey of self-knowledge. To deepen this experience, get to know the 21-day spiritual challenge. Discover what your energy can reveal. Check out the link in the first comment. Curved nose. Creativity and intuition. The curved nose, with its soft, organic contour, is a reflection of an open and creative mind. When we look at this shape, it's important to remember that creativity isn't just limited to art or music. It's an expression of the soul, a way of connecting with the divine through imagination and intuition. People who possess this trait are often seen as innovators in their field, able to find solutions where others see obstacles. In my own spiritual journey, I have experienced moments when the creative flow seemed to block. I remember a phase when I felt stagnant, unable to connect with my intuition. It was only when I started meditating and opening myself up to new experiences that I realized how anxious my mind was, trying to follow rigid and predictable patterns. The practice of meditation helped me to let go of these ties and trust my intuition more. If you have a curved nose, I invite you to explore this connection with your creativity. Ask yourself, what inspires me? What are the things that make me feel alive? Often, the answer can be found in the small details of everyday life, in the interactions we have with the people around us, or in the experiences we live. When we allow ourselves to observe the world with a curious and open eye, creativity flows naturally and intuition becomes a powerful guide. Intuition is, in fact, a form of communication with our deepest essence. It's that subtle voice that whispers to us the way forward, alerts us to opportunities, or guides us in moments of uncertainty. Cultivating this connection is essential, and having a curved nose can be a constant reminder of this ability. Practice inner listening. Take a moment out of your day to connect with your deepest emotions and feelings. This practice can take the form of writing, art, or simply moments of silence and reflection. Wide nose, openness and generosity. When you look at a wide nose, you can see the expression of a soul that radiates openness and generosity. This shape is often associated with people who have the ability to connect deeply with others, offering unconditional love and support. The openness that a wide nose represents is a powerful metaphor for the willingness to embrace new experiences and relationships in our lives. In my spiritual journey, I have learned that generosity is not only restricted to external actions, but is also reflected in the way we treat each other. We are often our harshest critics, and this can take us away from the essence of unconditional love. When we start practicing generosity with ourselves, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and accepting our imperfections, we create a safe space for generosity to flow out to others. If you have a broad nose, recognize it as a sign of your capacity to love and connect. Ask yourself, how can I be more generous in my life? This can manifest itself in simple acts, such as listening attentively to a friend, offering a smile to a stranger, or even dedicating time to a project that benefits the community. Generosity is contagious. By acting generously, you inspire others to do the same, creating a positive cycle of love and support. Generosity also involves the ability to accept help and love from others. Often, we can feel uncomfortable receiving, for fear of appearing weak or dependent. However, remembering that accepting support is a form of generosity in itself is crucial. When you allow others to contribute to your life, you create a space of mutual connection and exchange, where everyone benefits. Living with a wide nose can be a constant reminder that true strength lies in vulnerability and openness. By allowing yourself to be generous, you not only transform the lives of those around you, but also enrich your own spiritual journey. Generosity is a seed that, when planted, blossoms and spreads, bringing light and love into the world. Both nose shapes, curved and broad, are unique expressions of spiritual characteristics that can be explored and understood. By doing this reflection, you connect more deeply with your essence and with the essence of others, creating a space for love, creativity, and generosity in your life and in the lives of those around you. Thin noses are often perceived as symbols of focus and determination. When we observe someone with this characteristic, it is common to associate them with a personality who knows what they want and who doesn't hesitate to chart a clear path in pursuit of their goals. Spirituality, in this context, teaches us that the intensity and clarity of our desires are fundamental to the manifestation of our intentions. Think of moments in your life when you felt truly focused. These moments are crucial because the energy you direct towards these goals is what really brings results. When you have a clear vision, your actions align more naturally. A thin nose can symbolize this ability to direct energy effectively, helping you to cut out distractions and focus on what really matters. On my own journey, I've realized that determination is a quality that can be developed. Reflecting on past experiences, I realized that the times when I was most successful were when I kept my vision clear and didn't let myself be sidetracked by outside opinions. This connection between the shape of the nose and determination makes me think that, often, what we see externally can reflect internal states. If you have a thin nose, consider how this can be an invitation to cultivate greater clarity in your life. For those who identify with this trait, it's important not only to recognize this quality, but also to nurture it. This means setting clear goals and creating an action plan. The practice of visualization is a powerful tool in this process. By visualizing your intentions clearly, you not only strengthen your resolve, but also activate the universe to start conspiring in your favor. Imagine yourself living the life you want, feeling the emotions it brings, and allow that energy to flow. At the same time, remember that determination must not turn into rigidity. It's essential to remain open to adjustments and changes along the way. Life is a journey full of unforeseen events, and flexibility will be an important ally. A thin nose may symbolize focus, but that doesn't mean you should ignore the opportunities life presents you with. Be willing to adapt your strategies, keeping the long-term vision in mind. Now, let's explore the symbolism of the snub nose, a characteristic often associated with joy and optimism. People with snub noses often convey a light and positive vibe, which can be a reflection of their personalities. This shape of the nose is often a visual representation of the way these people approach life, always looking for the positive in situations and finding joy in the little things. Spirituality teaches us that joy is a powerful force. When you are in a heightened state of joy, your energy vibration rises, attracting similar experiences into your life. A snub nose can be a sign that you already have this ability to see the world through an optimistic lens. However, it is important to remember that joy is not just a state of mind, it is a practice that can be cultivated. Here, I invite you to reflect on what brings joy to your life. What are the activities that make your heart flutter? Take the time to connect with these sources of happiness. Practices such as meditation, moments of gratitude, and even the simplicity of a walk outdoors can help you cultivate this state of mind. Joy is contagious, and by nurturing this energy, you not only transform your own life, but also positively impact the people around you. Over time, I've realized that most of our happiness is in our own hands. Despite external circumstances, we have the power to choose how we react to them. A snub nose can be a constant reminder that life is a series of choices, and that choosing joy is one of them. By doing so, you not only raise your own vibration, but also become a light for others. The beauty of a snub nose also lies in its connection with spontaneity. People with this trait are often seen as more open to new experiences and adventures. This willingness to embrace the unknown is a quality that can be developed and encouraged. If you identify with this trait, try allowing yourself to be more adventurous in your everyday life. Try new activities, meet different people, and seek out situations that make your heart beat faster. In short, both thin and snub noses offer valuable lessons about focus, determination, and joy. Each shape carries with it potential for self-knowledge and spiritual growth. By reflecting on the meaning of these characteristics, you can discover more about yourself and the path you want to follow. Enjoy this journey of self-discovery, allowing every aspect of your life to align with your true essence. The experiences you share and the lessons you learn along the way are what really shape your spiritual journey. So embrace who you are, celebrate your characteristics, and allow them to lead you to a life of fulfillment and joy. Projecting nose, leadership and authority. The projecting nose is a feature that, throughout history, has often been associated with leaders and people with a strong presence. This shape of the nose is not just an aesthetic issue, it carries deep spiritual meanings. When we observe someone with a projecting nose, we often notice an aura of confidence and determination, characteristics that naturally attract people. The projection of the nose symbolizes a desire to move forward, to assert oneself, and to stand out from the crowd. In my own spiritual journey, I have learned that leadership is not just about holding a position of power or having followers. It is a skill that develops from a deep connection with one's own essence and with others. The presence of a projected nose can serve as a reminder to those who possess it that they have the potential to guide and inspire. Spiritual leadership is a responsibility that involves empathy, understanding, and, above all, authenticity. It is essential to reflect on how this projection manifests itself in your life. If you have such a nose, ask yourself, how do you exert your influence on others? Are you comfortable taking on leadership roles? Often, the responsibility that comes with this position can be challenging, but it is also an opportunity for spiritual growth. Spiritual leadership is not about control, but about enabling others to find their own inner truths and lights. On the other hand, if you find yourself in a follower role, the presence of leaders with projected noses can be an invitation for you to also develop your own leadership skills. Observe how these people behave, how they communicate, and how they inspire others. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow. The spiritual connection we share is a network of energy that binds us together, and each of us has the potential to positively influence the lives of others. Broad nose, connection with the earth. A broad nose is a feature that is often associated with a deep connection to the earth and nature. Those with this nose shape can be seen as people who value their roots and have a strong sense of belonging to the natural world. This connection is not just physical, but spiritual, representing a harmony with the cycles of life and an ability to be rooted in everyday experiences. Spirituality rooted in nature is an often overlooked aspect, but it is fundamental to our well-being. When we consider the shape of our nose, we can remind ourselves that we are part of a larger ecosystem. The wide tip of the nose can symbolize the ability to absorb the energies around us, such as nature and the life that flows through it. I myself have experienced moments of deep spiritual connection during walks outdoors, where every breath was a reminder of the cycle of life and the beauty that surrounds us. If you have a broad nose, this may be a sign that your soul seeks this connection with the earth. You may feel drawn to outdoor activities, gardening, or simply spending time in natural surroundings. Take the time to connect with the earth and allow this energy to flow through you. Practicing gratitude, especially towards nature, can further strengthen this connection. By expressing gratitude for natural beauty, you make room for greater spiritual awareness. In addition, a broad nose can also indicate a heightened sensitivity to the emotions and experiences around you. This means that you may feel more connected to the emotions of others, which is both a blessing and a challenge. It's important to take care of yourself, setting healthy boundaries so as not to overload yourself with other people's energies. Connecting with nature can serve as a healing space where you can recharge your energy and find balance. Both nose shapes, the projected one and the wide-pointed one, offer us valuable lessons about our spiritual journey. Whether exercising leadership or seeking a deeper connection with the earth, it is essential to remember that each of us has a unique role to play in this great theater of life. Spirituality is a journey of self-discovery and growth, and the shape of your nose can be a reflection of the potential and opportunities that lie ahead of you. By embracing your individuality and recognizing the beauty in yourself, you can become a light to others and to the world. A small nose often carries with it an energy of sensitivity and empathy. Those with this facial feature tend to be more attuned to the emotions around them, absorbing and processing the nuances of human interactions in a profound way. Sensitivity is not a weakness, but a powerful force that can guide your actions and decisions. When I meet people with small noses, I realize that they often have a generous heart and an innate ability to listen. This active listening, this attention to what the other person feels, makes them true beacons of light in moments of darkness. Empathy is a bridge that connects souls, and those who possess this sensitivity can be natural mediators in conflict situations, bringing harmony and understanding. It is essential, however, that those with this trait learn to take care of themselves. Sensitivity can be a blessing, but it can also lead to emotional overload if not managed properly. Meditating. Practicing breathing techniques and surrounding yourself with people who share a positive energy are ways to nurture this empathy without feeling depleted. Throughout my spiritual journey, I have met many who, by recognizing their sensitivity, have come to use it as a tool for personal and spiritual growth. They discovered that by accepting and valuing this part of themselves, they could connect more deeply with others and with the universe. I suggest you do the same. Take some time to reflect on how your sensitivity manifests itself in your life and how you can use it to create more meaningful connections. Now, let's talk about the importance of reflection and self-knowledge. Regardless of the shape of your nose, every facial feature you possess is an invitation to introspection. External appearance can be a reflection of our internal journey, and understanding this can lead us to a deeper level of self-knowledge. Reflection is a process that goes beyond simply observing what is in front of us. It's about looking inwards and asking, what does this trait mean to me? How does it relate to my essence? By doing this, you can discover characteristics that you may not have noticed before. For example, if you have a broad nose, you may realize that this symbolizes your generosity. But you can also reflect on how this generosity manifests itself in the relationships you cultivate. By sitting in silence and observing your thoughts, you can connect with your deepest essence. During meditation, focus on your face and the shape of your nose. Ask yourself what you feel when you look at yourself in this way. This practice can help release limiting patterns and allow you to see yourself in a new light. Self-knowledge is an ongoing journey. As you delve deeper into this exploration, you can discover not only who you are, but also what you want to become. Be open to the changes and insights that may arise. Every feature on your face, including the shape of your nose, can be a guide that leads you to a deeper understanding of yourself. I encourage you to share these reflections with others. Talking about your experiences and listening to those of others creates a space for mutual learning. We all have something to teach and learn from each other. By forming meaningful connections, you not only enrich your own journey, but also contribute to the spiritual growth of those around you. Finally, remember that each of us is unique. The shape of your nose is just one of the many aspects that make up who you are. By embracing your uniqueness and using it as an opportunity to reflect on your journey, you allow yourself to grow and evolve on levels you may never have imagined. Spirituality is both a personal and collective journey. May you find light in your own journey and inspire others to do the same.